guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for all your comments and your feedback regarding my last video, part 1 of my celibacy story. This is part 2, as you can tell from the title. In this video I kind of just want to go into it a little bit more and just expand a little bit more about the whole celibacy thing, and also I want to address a couple of comments that I've had as well, but we gonna go into that a little bit later. Okay, I genuinely want to say a huge thank you to everyone that has, you know, left me really amazing encouraging comments. Thank you for sharing your stories with me. I've had a few of you email me, DM me on Instagram, message me on Snapchat, and it's been really cool to be able to hear your story, and for you guys to share your experiences with me, and for us to kind of like just relate on that level. As I mentioned in my last video, like, it was such a huge deal for me to be talking about my personal life and personal things to me, but you know, in hindsight I can see that, you know, being able to do that, I've been able to like at least encourage a few of you and share my own experiences with you in that way. I really truly appreciate like all the love. I didn't know whether people were gonna bash me or people were gonna be encouraged. I really didn't know what to expect. It was just one of those things where I just wanted to put it out. I was thinking that, you know, people are gonna come for me. Everyone's gonna be like, oh my gosh, what's this girl talking about? But I've had a couple of comments. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit, but genuinely, like, overall, like, the feedback has been amazing. You guys have been so positive and so encouraging towards me. Some of you said you were inspired, and I'm just really thankful for that. And yeah, in today's video I'm going to be talking a little bit more about this whole celibacy thing, and yeah, I just want to clear up a couple of little niggling things that I've just been thinking about based upon the response that I've had from my last video. And I actually had a comment where someone said that what I'm doing is abstinence as opposed to celibacy. I'm not really too sure like what terminology is correct, but I've always called it celibacy, and I've always said that I'm celibate, but I guess abstinence may mean the same thing, or maybe a similar terminology that could be used as well, because you're abstaining from sex, because you've had sex before. So either way, y'all know what I'm talking about. I ain't having no sex, okay? That's the bottom line. Whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to call it, you're gonna call it whatever you want to call it, okay? But I'm having no sex, basically, alright? No sex till I, you know, get a ring. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. We got that straight. Okay. There's like a few people who were a little bit offended by my last video. It kind of just baffled me. Like, why are you offended that I don't want to have sex until I get married? It doesn't make sense to me. Like, I'm sharing my story and expressing my views on sex and relationships and my choices in my personal life and what I want to do with my vagina, and people are getting offended because I don't want to have sex. Like, what is the offense? Why are you offended that I am coming on my YouTube channel and expressing that I do not want to have sex until I get married? I don't see how that affects your life. And if I'm going to be honest and open about my personal views on sex and relationships, then I feel like I should have the right to do that. I don't want people to now turn around. Like, I had one particular person who basically tried to insinuate that I am slut shaming or persecuting people that are having a lot of sex. Girl, bye. Okay, go bye. In no way that in my last video, if you watch it, am I slut shaming anybody. The name slut shaming is such a dumb name. You're attacking people for calling you a slut, but then you're calling yourself a slut. people are slut shaming you. But then you're calling yourself a slut, so then if other people call you a slut, now, oh my gosh, like, you're calling me a slut, you slut shaming me. We're in a society where if you have an opinion that is different from the masses, then all of a sudden you are being, you know, offensive towards others. No, because now it's like, okay, what about celibacy shaming? Those of you who are, you know, attacking people because they're celibate, or making jokes about them or ridiculing them, saying that, oh, it's because you can't get a man, or it's because, you know, nobody wants to have sex with you anyway. Even if they did, like, I don't even care, because I know the choice that I'm making and the decisions that I want for my life, and I'm making them with purpose. So it doesn't really matter what anybody else thinks, as long as I know what I'm doing, like, I'm cool. The moment that you have an opinion that is different from somebody else's or from the masses, it's like, oh, you're the bad guy. So I'm no longer entitled to my opinion. I'm no longer allowed to voice my own concerns about the way that I view sex and relationships in today's society. Like, no, it doesn't work like that. If you want to be proud and happy to become a slut and be a slut, whatever that means to you, then that is your choice. In life, we all have choices. I choose, personally, for myself, not to have sex until I get married. Okay, that's my choice. You choose to have sex with 5 men in one day. You choose to sleep around. You choose to have sex on the first date. You choose to be known as somebody who's been around the block a few times. That's on you. That is your choice. If you want to do something different, then you need to make a different choice. Now, me coming on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, and sharing my celibacy story and sharing my views on sex and relationships, either you're going to agree or you're going to disagree. Okay, you keep it moving. Don't start coming to me and saying, oh, I'm slut shaming, I'm persecuting, I'm judging. No, I'm sharing my opinion. I'm sharing my personal experience. I shouldn't be celibacy shamed, right? Because if we're going to talk about shaming, then let's do it both ways, okay? I'm not going to be celibacy shamed because I choose not to have sex. Like, no, it doesn't work like that. There's no need for you to be offended if what I'm saying doesn't touch a nerve, okay? If what I'm saying touches a nerve and then you're being offended, that's not on me, that's on you. That's for you to go and figure out what is causing me to be offended about the things that this girl is saying, and why is it offending me. Not once in my video, my last video, did I say that anybody was a slut. Okay, not once did I slut shame anybody. Not once did I call anybody a hoe or a thought, or I'm not even trying to like come across as somebody that I feel like I'm better than everybody else because I choose not to have sex. No, I'm saying for myself, the level that I set for myself and the way that I view sex is just different. I view sex as something that is intimate. I view it as something that is spiritual. And I just feel like I can't, me personally as Amina, I cannot just have sex with somebody. I can't have casual sex with someone because sex means a lot more to me than just having sex with somebody or just having a willy in my vagina. I don't view sex in that way. The same thing with my whole Cheap and Cheerful brand as a blogger. I am all about bargains. I love bargain shopping. I love shopping in charity shops. I love shopping in thrift stores. And I think when I went on Instagram and I started posting different looks from my blog and telling people where I bought things from and how much it was, I feel like a lot of people were taken aback that, oh, like this girl is actually coming on Instagram and saying she bought the top she's wearing from a charity shop and it was £2, and I'm happy to talk about it. I just love finding bargains and getting things for less. You might be the kind of person that you love your designer bags. You love your Gucci bags, you love your Chanel bags, you love your Louis Vuittons and all that kind of stuff. I'm not really a brand kind of person. I'm not really into designer brands in that kind of way. So I'm not gonna be like, you know, championing, oh yeah, my Louis Vuitton's this and my Chanel that and my Gucci that, because that's not me. It's just, I'm just not wired in that way. So why would you take offense because I choose to buy clothes from a charity shop? Why are you offended? I'm not forcing you to go and shop in a charity shop. I'm not taking away all of your Louis Vuittons and your designer bags and saying, no, here, actually, you need to go and shop in a charity shop. I'm not doing that. You're doing you and I'm doing me. There's no need for either one of us to be offended by whatever choices either one is making. So that's one of the things that I just like was a little bit just confused about. Like, why are people getting offended? If you watch my video, you will see that, you know, I clearly mentioned that it's your vagina. You can do whatever you want with your vagina. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, okay? I said that in my last video, but yet people come and watch it and they immediately think that, oh, I'm here telling girls what to do, or women still can't do whatever they want, blah, blah, blah. No one said that you couldn't do whatever you wanted, honey, okay? No one said that. I said that it's your vagina, you can do whatever you want to do, but the whole point and the whole essence of my video is for me to share my experience, to share my opinion. If you're my friend, for example, and you ask me my personal opinion about something, I'm going to share that honest personal opinion. I chose to share my honest personal opinion about sex and relationships. I can share my honest personal opinion about football. I can share my honest personal opinion about Samsung versus iPhone, like Apple or whatever. And you know what I mean? It's my personal opinion. I'm sharing it. You can take it, you can leave it. Either way, there's no reason for you to come and attack me or throw abuse at me or accuse me of judging or slut shaming or whatever. Woosa. In life, we all have choices, and your choices may be different from mine. Don't like get angry or upset because of my choice. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you want to sleep around, if you want to, you know, sleep with as many men as you want and spread your legs to everybody, that's on you. That is your choice. You're making those choices. It's not my fault that you're doing that. You're doing that yourself. You're making those choices and you're acting on those choices. If I say, oh no, I'm going to close my legs, okay, I'm going to wait till I get married before I have sex with somebody, I don't really care for, you know, sleeping around or having one night stands with people, that's not really my thing, then, you know, like, I should be entitled to my opinion, I should be entitled to my choice. There's so many people in the media that are championing, oh yeah, women should do whatever they want to do. If they want to be promiscuous, they can do it. If men can do it, we can do it. There's so many women out there that are, you know, championing the whole slut thing. Like Amber Rose, she's known for, you know, saying, no, if I want to be a slut, I'm a slut. You don't have to like come at me because I'm a slut. There's people out there that are fighting for the people that want to be promiscuous and want to be able to do whatever they want to do. Fine, like, well done, like, it's great that you're supporting yourselves in that way, like, fantastic, but I'm not that woman, you know, I'm not one of those women. I am a woman that chooses to champion celibacy. I choose to champion closing your legs. I choose to champion waiting before you have sex and not just having sex with any and everybody. That's my thing. That's my views. That's my opinion. And I would be so I'm happy to support women in that way. I'm happy to, you know, encourage women to know their value, to know their worth. Now, me saying that, someone's gonna now think, oh, people who like to have sex a lot and people who like to sleep around, they don't know their worth, they don't know their value. No, that's not what I'm saying, okay? I'm saying that for me, knowing my worth and knowing my value is for me to not have sex with just any and anybody. That's my choice. That's the way that I view my level of value. Some girls feel that, you know, in a relationship, like for example, when you go on your first date or your second date, the guy should pay. Some girls feel like, no, the guy shouldn't pay. Like, let's go halves. Some girls are very adamant that, no, if you're going to take me out on a date, you are going to pay. You asked me, so therefore you are going to pay. That's the level that they set for themselves. There's so many different examples for you as an individual and as a woman that you can set a certain level for yourself in the way that you view yourself, in the way that you view your self-esteem and your self-worth. A part of that is me choosing not to have sex with somebody until they put a ring on my finger. That is the level that I've set for myself. I'm not going below that level. If your level of self-worth and value and the way that you view yourself and the things that you want to do sits at, yeah, like I want to be able to have sex with whoever I want. Like, I can have sex on a first date if I want to. I can, you know, have casual sex with someone, no strings attached. If I want the dick, I'm going to get the dick. That's you. That is your level. That is what you want to do with your life. That is your choice. I'm not slut shaming you. I'm not calling you a hoe. I'm not calling you a thot, okay? I'm not doing any of that. I'm just saying that is your choice. But one thing I would say is definitely be careful if you're going to be living that kind of life, and use protection, because HIV is real. STDs are real, okay? So you better be using some kind of protection. It's not even just like a woman thing. It's a men thing as well. Like, men choose to sleep around and do all of that. That's also their choice. The fact that there's guys that are, you know, out there sleeping around and having sex with multiple women and doing all kinds of stuff, I feel like there should be guys that are championing the whole thing of, you know, we're not having sex with bare girl, we only sleep with one girl, we don't sleep around, or, you know, we choose to be celibate, we're waiting till marriage. There should be more guys that are representing that side of things as well. It's just silly to be offended because someone chooses to not have sex. Like, no one's stopping you from having sex if you want to have sex all over the place. So I shouldn't you shouldn't be offended by me choosing not to have sex. I don't understand why you're offended. It just doesn't make sense to me. That's kind of just a little bit of a rant that I've just been on. Whoosa! Like, it just, I just needed to get it off my chest. You know, we just have to just, I mean, you guys can help me. Like, if there's something that I'm not seeing, that, you know, that I'm saying in this video that I'm missing, maybe I'm missing the point or something, but like, just let me know. Like, leave a comment in it and just let me know. But other than that, I'm just like, no. Like, if you choose to be celibate, you make your choice and you run with it, okay? You know the reason why you're choosing to be celibate. You know the reason why you are, you know, waiting before you have sex with somebody. You know the reason why you don't want to have sex with someone on a first date. So if that is your choice, if that is who you are, don't let anyone make you feel like you're less of a person. Don't let anyone make you feel like, oh, you're weird, or what is wrong with you, like, you're crazy, you're mad, what do you mean you're not gonna have sex, blah blah blah. Like, don't let no one make you feel that way. You be different, okay? You stand out. There's something that appeals to me in that you're able to have a relationship with someone and you're not having sex with them. Like, having a genuine loving relationship with someone, getting to know them without the need to have sex. The sex doesn't really need to be there, and when you do eventually commit to one another in marriage and you do have sex, the sex is now the icing on the cake, like the cherry on top of everything else that you've already built. For me, I just feel like I'm not going to lay down with somebody that I don't love. Like, it's just not going to happen. I'm just not built that way. My brain does not function in that way. I can't do that. It's just something that I'm not able to physically do. I can't just sleep with somebody I don't have any feelings for, or I don't love, or, you know, I've not, you know, gotten to know in that sense. I just wouldn't be able to do it. And the thing is, even if I wasn't a Christian, because yes, my views are, you know, about being celibate and waiting till marriage, they do come from a Christian background and a Christian faith and a Christian ideology. But there are loads of people out there who are not Christians, who are, you know, don't have any form of religion or faith, and they still choose to be celibate. They choose to wait until they get married, or they choose to be celibate for a particular period, or they wait to have sex with somebody rather than having sex with them straight away. And I just feel that even if I wasn't a Christian, I would still feel the same way. I still wouldn't feel comfortable having casual sex with someone. I wouldn't feel comfortable having sex with somebody that I'm not in a relationship with, or I don't love in that sense. I just wouldn't feel comfortable. It's just the way that I am as a person. It's just my mind just doesn't work in that way. The fact that I don't agree with sleeping around and being promiscuous, all of a sudden I'm now slut shaming somebody. No, it's okay for me to disagree. It's okay for me to have a different viewpoint. It's okay for me to view myself in a different way to what other people view themselves. You know, not everybody has to think in the same way. Not everybody has to jump on the same bandwagon. You know, if I don't genuinely agree with something, I'm not going to start championing it and stuff like that. I'm only going to talk about what I feel passionate about, what I agree with, what I think is appropriate, you know, and you know, I'm just going to share that opinion because it's my opinion to share. So yeah, that's basically just the premise of my video. I know I've been doing a lot of ranting, but you know, sometimes you just gotta do it. I just gotta get it off my chest. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to be hopefully doing like a get to know me video next, so that you guys can kind of get to know me just a little bit more, and I can just share some really fun and silly facts about myself. So hopefully that will be coming up next. And if you guys have any more questions for me in regards to celibacy, feel free to hit me up, feel free to email me. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Twitter and Snapchat. If you're someone who is promiscuous, who feels completely opposite about me and my views about being celibate and waiting till marriage or waiting in a relationship, then I'm so happy to hear from you. Like, get in touch, send me an email, and we can maybe do a video together, okay? And we can share our views and just communicate as grown people, okay? And thanks guys. Bye. Okay, bye.